are the beautiful souls doing today? Hopefully wonderful. I just got a download and it's coming in almost like a sense of urgency, but more of it's time to take shit seriously. Ooh, yeah. And I don't know that you know necessarily who I'm referring to. But I was encouraged to write down some specifics, and in doing so, if you're following the same uplifting page as I am, well, it's already been put out there. But I'm getting the sense, like I'm being like the downloads are coming in, like yeah, but nobody's taking it seriously. What if this thing we're going through right now, instead of a curse or a crisis, is actually a blessing and a huge gift? And I think many people have, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, I think, like as I'm writing these things down, and I'm encouraged to share it. So maybe it is watering of the seed. I do believe in seeds. But this came in strong. What if we all had to go back to work tomorrow? What if all the kids go back to school tomorrow? Well, that would be like a miracle, right? That would be like we're all back into the groove of things. And Spirit's coming in, going, yeah, but what did you do today? What did you do with the time that you had off? And that's what's hitting hard. We know that most everything's going to be closed down for 2 weeks at minimum. Many trips have been canceled, and it's a time to do internal work, essentially. And while I think many of us can like say that, I'm getting the impression that many are not. And it's coming in strong. So here we go. The first thing on my list. There is no better time than right now to do some purging and deep wounded healing. What I mean by that, I'm getting the impression like serious rebirth shit. Like going in and doing the Black Knight. If you have not done that, if you have suppressed, there is no better time than now, especially if you're not working. And then I asked Spirit too, I want to make this clear too. There are some people that are still working. There are still people serving, and they're amazing. And I get the specifics. I get my analytic going, and it's like, well, many of these people, like even if it's that 30-minute commute that you're saving from picking up your kids, use that. We need to use it. We're being asked to utilize this time, essentially. And when I say the deep healing, the purging, guys, I know that I went through some of the hardest times in my life when I didn't want to get out of bed, and probably carrying it out because there were times of the day I had to go interact and be human, and I had to work. And I remember it getting really, really dark that even like on my breaks, I had to go meditate in my car for like 15 minutes or else just escape somewhere private to release some tears, because sometimes the pressures can be really hard. I feel like some people might be in there, and you're being very encouraged. This is not the time to suppress. This is the time to go in. It is going to be a purge. There's no better time than now. I wish I would utilize this time. If I was going through it, there would have been nothing better than having absolutely like being quarantined and having to be in and facing it rather than having to deal with the outside world. Consider it a gift. This is an opportunity to go in and clean out any dusty corners of your soul in finding your healing. For others, it is a time to reconnect to Spirit. And they're saying practice dedication to coming back in alignment So if it's an extra hour every day that you use for meditation or just to become silent, whatever it is that you do to connect, if it's praying, setting alarms throughout the day to remind yourself to come back to spirit, but that was also very much emphasized. Use this time to come back to your soul roots. Just coming back into the alignment with spirit. This is also a time for others to embrace some endeavors that you've been meaning to do that you just couldn't do because you didn't have the time. If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, I know that this can hit me strong. Like I'm one. I'm not trying to call the kettle black because they've been harping on me too. Like I've been wanting to get my website up for the last 3 months. I've been busy and life has come in and I haven't been able to do anything that I've really wanted to do. And I just found out, like, tentatively some plans are like where my traveling may be canceled. Tentatively, I'm not sure, but spirit's like, yo, like right now, get it done. Or others need to reconstruct or give their baby their meaning, like so my CRYSTALClear or whatever small business or self-employment or entrepreneurship you may be under may need some revamping, and you're being very encouraged, like, you got time, so let's get it done. For others, this is about an opportunity of the connection and the reconnection, the connection opportunities of resurrection. That's what I wrote. To the souls in your life. So now we're quarantined and we're with our family and friends, but spirit's coming in and going, we're not utilizing that time. And what's coming in, so we think about, I thought about like card games and things like that, eating at family dinner. Those are some things I saw on Facebook. Spirit's coming in and going, no, we need to talk. This is a great opportunity to talk about what's happening in our children's lives, our spouses, or our family. This is a great opportunity to turn off all the electronics, to disconnect and connect with our little tribe, our little family tribe. And that's really going to be through talk, like really talk. Let people express how they really are, where they are, how they're feeling. This is that opportunity. For others, many of you guys have had creative ideas or downloads that have come to you and you thought maybe that would be awesome and that's a cool thing and maybe I could do that. This is an opportunity to embark on that. Please embark on it. Many of these have big purposes, and you guys they've been procrastinated, and I'm hearing loud and clear, there's no longer an excuse. So if you are in quarantine and you are not working as whatever, this is a great opportunity to get the ball rolling on it. And for somebody, I'm hearing, it's time to take action. And so that's kind of just out there, but like that just kind of, it's like, maybe that has to do with all of it. Guys, one thing about fear is that we go into this fight or flight, or when I go into fear, I can freeze. They're saying like, now it's not the time, it's time to like kind of go into some action. Action being any of the above. This is very specific, and this came in too. For some people, I feel like you may have been in a very bad spot. I feel like it's that of a toxic relationship, or what I heard was it was like kind of like toxicity and an escape. This is a time to set forth an action plan, or to start your action plan. So, I've said in my previous videos, one of the best things we can do if we're in a state of apathy, first and foremost, is we have to clear anything that's toxic. And it doesn't solve anything. And sometimes that's really hard. And this is kind of like what it felt like. Now is the opportunity to start taking those little baby steps, whatever it is, to have your own miracle come in. And I've said it in past videos, sometimes for a miracle to happen, sometimes we just have to make the first step so spirit can come in and do their magic. But sometimes you gotta kind of start moving the energy, and I'm feeling like right now, if anybody's in that area, it was set forth an action plan. Now is a great time to start utilizing. And for many, like this kind of comes all the way around. So if you feel like you're already connected and you have all these great practices, for many people, they're always on the go. They don't stop. They have their businesses, or they have their careers, they have their family, but it's nonstop. Soccer mom, business dad, what, you know what I mean? Always going. This is actually a beautiful time. It says for many, it's about finding peace, tranquility, and serenity. And the idea that came to mind is like taking the salt bath, reading, and just relaxing. Like genuinely, like just taking this time to get your R&R. And these all sound like so straightforward, but I'm hearing very profoundly like, yeah, but nobody's doing it. We're more caught up with the newsfeed and being so informed that we are bypassing these great opportunities that might be really a blessing. I always struggle to like predict a future, in that we all have free will. Everything can change immediately. But the strongest part of this message was, if it ended tomorrow, or it ended in the 3 years total that we know for sure it will eventually transcend, and it will come to an end between immunity and a proper vaccine or whatnot, which we probably will most definitely speed up, but that's what the suggestions are, regardless of any of that. Spirit really wants to come in, and this is so strong, to remind us we came here to live. We came here to experience this, and we're kind of forgetting. And the quote is, that they like directly from them, live like there is a tomorrow, but as if today was the day to manifest your heart's desire. Live like there is a tomorrow, but as if today was the day to manifest your heart's desire. As if this is your biggest present that they could offer you from the day-to-day hustle and bustle, that we forget about the connection we have. And that came in very strong. And I hope there was something on that list that helped somebody, but those were very specific, so I'm hoping that you'll hit the right person. I have so much love for you guys. I know I get caught up with the energies, and sometimes I just feel exhausted, and I'm like, I just gotta rest. But for me personally, Spirit's like, hey, they've been asking me to do some big major shifts, and now is not a time for an excuse, because a lot of things in my plans have kind of taken world twins. It's been altered, no different than your guys's. I have so much love, guys. Live like there is a tomorrow, and live like today was the day to manifest your heart's desire. Till next time.